Well, we're back here.
Yeah,
Uh,
they call me mom, so they're like needy little children that hurt.
I mean,
Uh-oh,
we
cameras
could
be
talk
around.
to Kelsa about playing a mom. She, Odalise, right? And literally just have to slap your children to make them stop
I mean, they
dating
weren't my
losers.
children. They were my
You
husband.
basically adopted them.
I mean, I did basically
The
adopt them.
husband
That's
you
true.
killed, you adopted his children, and then
They weren't
had
his children. They were his nephew and
nephew.
niece.
Okay, whatever.
Their parents, their father was still alive.
It was very complicated relationship.
It was a very
You
complicated.
replaced your dead husband with someone who wasn't as dead, that looked exactly like him.
Yeah, it's like mostly dead.
I mean, you were perfectly alive. You just weren't really human, even a little bit.
Kenzei's only mostly dead.
Mostly dead.
It'll take a miracle.
Like a miracle to get Kensei scraped up off the pavement after that fall.
The nameplates are messed up. Oh no, the nameplates are messed
Single
up.
tear.
I
Alright.
told you the cameras moved.
Oh, cameras moved. I ignored that. It would have been
Camera
smart.
dance.
All right, everyone rotated. Now we're gonna do the camera dance. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. We got a little background music
We
here.
could just turn off the cams and then we put them in the order.
I mean, that's super complicated.
Is it?
It is.
Unless you like figure out the mathematical algorithms necessary and you
Yeah.
memorize them.
Don't worry. Everybody's
like-
faces are already back in the place that they should be.
I feel like it's not that complicated.
I am a professional at camera
Okay.
fixing.
No, you are.
So,
you are.
I believe we were approaching Samuel, the poacher, the chocobo poacher, who currently has his leg pinned to the ground by a pretty dank arrow shot. He's also got, what's it called? He's got a splinter from the arrow. It drove deep into the ground, and he's like, oh, there's a splinter in my big toe. Holy shit, it hurts so much. What are you doing? I
Yeah,
apologize. Isn't that what you do, gooder here? You know, what is
So I-
this? Are you
I
trying
bring
to
him real-
rob me?
Real close. I'm like, listen, I'm not here to rob you. I just tried to tell you some things. Look at me now. Tell me what's different from earlier.
Weren't you a giant chocobo?
That's alright. I was. So, you should think twice about poaching things. They might be people.
That's not normal. Were you cursed by a witch to become a human?
No, I have great power. But listen to me now and hear me later. You will not do another bad thing to an animal.
Just real
'cause
quick,
you'll
I
be
want to
so-
cut in here. Do all chocobos sound like you in their human form?
Anyone from the swamp. The brown chocobos.
Yeah, so he's just, you hear him muttering to himself like, I really should have eliminated these things years ago.
I'm like, listen, next time you try to hurt an animal, you'll be worried that it's me, and I will get you. So you better not.
Yeah, he looks at you and he's just like, yep, nope, I agree. You're completely right.
But then, if you walked away, could have been fine. You ran away. You sound very guilty. I'm afraid it just spooked our friends here.
I need you, Leonard, to roll for parlay. You have leverage. Your leverage is, if you continue to poach chocobos, I might be one, and then I'll ruin your life forever.
Okay, let me get to my moves thing.
For those at home
Parley.
wondering, how do you play this game? You can go to Google and type in Dungeon Space World Space SRD and find the entirely free rule set available online that you can look through. It's crazy. Super good. You can follow along with us.
Did you say I had a +1 on this?
No. Nope. You
Okay.
have
I
just
do have the
normal.
leverage.
Yep.
Oh, whoops. And I accidentally clicked the button on my mouse that brings me back. one
Giving
page.
people +1s. That's your thing. You have to roll raw. Roll raw, friend.
Okay, bring up Leonard again.
Let's
Character
do it.
sheet. A 5.
Yep. I thought the like comical clown music would have outlined that, but yeah. While you're getting close to him and talking like this, he raises up a meaty fist and grabs you around by the neck and pulls you down so your face is right next to him, and he's like, "Listen, mate. I'm part of the Chocobo poaching organization. You think I'm going to stop Chocobo poaching? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen right now. Okay? Do you understand me?"
Yeah, we get the like flip side camera, right? It was his face first.
Yep.
And my face is just like,
You're going to get me out of the ground here. You're going to get that arrow out. And then you and your friends are going to let me go. And if I ever poach a Chocobo again and it turns into you, I'm going to slit your throat.
I say we kill him now.
You have like heard this?
Yeah, no, he was making no attempt to hide this. He's doing the like, I'm a big scary dude, and you're just 4 lost forest travelers. What are you gonna do?
Point and laugh because you can't move.
and I'm just like kind of frozen there.
I think this is a moment where I'm going to be like, friend, oh dear Samuel.
I'm not your friend, and it's Samuel.
Seem to have made a terrible mistake, and I do apologize, Samuel. Missaying your name over and over again. I would care more, but
I feel like you're not really apologizing. You sound like you're super sarcastic.
oh, I'm so sorry. You're right. What I was going to say was that I'm sorry I trusted you, and I'm afraid we're gonna have to kill you now.
What do the rest of you say when you hear your bard pronounce that it's murdering time?
I agree. We must purify the corruption within this being.
Welcome to the Murder Hobo Club, Lexi. You fit right in.
So
you live nowhere and you travel around to kill people.
Listen,
I'm
a lover.
Yeah, you can also jump in and be like, yeah, while she's explaining this, I smash him over the head with my axe. Like, feel free. There's no turn order here, so.
Just like blow his face, like just like smash his face in with the butt of my staff.
Never feel like you can't do that to someone.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do? You want to smash him in the face with your staff?
Smash his face in with my staff.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of kinky, but
there's no roll. You just bam, and he's like, "Argh!" And there's like a spray of blood. We don't actually see the injury happen. Maybe what happens is it's all shadows, right? Like we see a shadow of you hitting him in the face. And then like blood splatter hits the weird murky pools of the swamp, and when the camera comes back, he's got like a chipped tooth, and there's a line of blood coming down his chin.
And I've like stepped backwards.
Can I ask what you are attempting to accomplish here, Kelsa? Are you also trying to parlay with him? Like,
am I?
I mean, it sounds like you're trying to convince yourself you are, but.
I mean, the other choice is I'm just straight murdering a bitch.
The other thing it could be is defying danger with charisma. Kind of like disarming him from being like, I'm gonna murder you if you don't let me go, to be like, all right, listen, we can walk away from this with everyone alive.
Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, all right. Like, I basically, like, he was pressing my buttons, and I wanted to be violent back, and it's a bad choice.
No, you can do it. Go ahead,
yeah.
Be violent.
I mean,
come on, you're gonna do it. You're gonna wimp out. You're not gonna be violent. Go ahead and be violent. He seems like a big, strong bully type. Come on, you're just gonna beat on a man you outnumber who's trapped in the woods alone?
And we don't get XP for killing anything.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, it's not about that. So yeah, if basically what I wanted, I guess
pure murder pleasure, guys.
Yeah. What I'm trying to do is basically, okay, maybe you're not afraid of Leonard, but I will threaten to kill you in cold blood, and she just smashed you in the face with a stick.
All right, I feel like that's a parlay, because now you're using leverage.
Yeah.
All right.
Make my life miserable.
All right.
Lunia, are you aiding our bard friend Lily? Is your action specifically to be like, yeah, listen to her, or you're going to get another stick to the face?
Well, I think I can mix this in with my bond by saying that my deity Aphrodite, who I feel that would be best for you to follow as a healer bard, does not seek to needlessly take the lives of people where their parlay can be had, and upon that I will agree as well.
Okay.
On the condition that if he continues to do this, then kill him.
Real quick, your volume level has suddenly dropped on Zoom.
Really?
I would click next to the mute button and see if there's some sort of audio option. The second thing is,
Aha, yes.
it's great that you have brought up bonds, because you now roll 2d6 plus the number of bonds you have with Lily, which is 1, in your attempt to aid her. If you succeed, you can give her a bonus to her roll.
Is this better?
I think so. I think it's going up.
Yeah, okay. This should be the mic I actually use. I had it on my headset mic for some reason. Is it still really low?
No, I think it's about average.
Average? Okay, cool. All right, so 2d6. You said 2d6 or 1d?
2d6.
2d.
Okay, your relationship. Oh, you would have an 8 because you add 1 for having a bond. Yeah, your relationship is strong.
Nice.
So,
come to the light side.
Unfortunately, in the process, you open yourself up to danger, retribution, or cost. And that the form that this is going to take is him like looking at your face and like blinking, and you know, like he's memorized what you look like now. Like when he puts out a wanted poster with your name on it, you're going to know who that was. All right, you have a +1 to your roll here.
All right, so I roll and then we'll add 1 to it.
Yep, let's scare this guy. That's a 10.
Yeah, it's a 10.
That's a 10. That's a 10. Talk shit, roll crits.
Yeah.
This is how we do it, Virgil.
All right.
Just to rub a little.
It's because I made a speech first.
You did. You made a speech. If you just rolled, it would have been fine. They ask you for something and do it if you make them a promise first.
Okay.
So he's like, "You let me go. You let me go, and I forget all your faces, and this never happened between us.
And
I can go somewhere else. You want these brown chocobo left alone? That's fine. It's a big world."
See, friend, I knew we could reach an accord. And like, I'm gonna well, I'll wait for him to respond.
He gestures to the arrow that's currently pinning him to the ground.
Then I will remove the arrow.
Wait, I want to get it. Before I get it, I'm gonna push it down further and then pull it back up.
All right. I feel like probably Jeff comes over as he's getting up and like puts a paw on his chest and forces him back down for a moment and growls in his face like, Jeff's a cougar, just in case you followed up right here.
I'm gonna like lean in real close as I'm getting arrowed. I'm gonna say, nobody threatens my friends.
I have a question. All right, this is very important to how I'm seeing this scene.
Okay.
Because we're basing this off Final Fantasy, it's super important to know whether you have high-heeled boots.
I totally have high heeled boots.
I'm just saying it's a thing that happens in an unusual number of outfits. I just imagine
actually
you
pretty good for the swamp.
Yeah, I imagine you like one leg
and
platform, the other leg like right between his crotch as you're leaning over and pulling the arrow out, and he's just like, "Whoa, okay, fine, we're out. Okay, it's fine." As he turns and walks away, he pulls out a little pearl and starts speaking into it, and he's like, "All right, listen. I'm gonna need reassignment somewhere that doesn't have brown chocobos. I hear the coast is pretty nice this time of year."
The soul.
Yeah, you have defeated Samuel, the chocobo poacher, and sent him packing.
Yeah, I'm kind of like just straightening myself up, and I like have some dirt on me, and so I just rub it in.
More dirt.
I'm gonna pat you on the back. Are you okay? Did he scare you?
Oh, that guy was really quite an asshole.
I agree.
More than a little bit, I'm afraid. We should definitely keep moving.
Yeah, I'll definitely agree with you. Farther from this guy, the better.
But what do we do with the chocobo?
Yeah, the chocobo is just
Bring him
following
with
you around now.
He seems so friendly.
I think he'd be a great companion.
Can I pet the chocobo?
Yeah, the chocobo works when you do that.
Like they
Can
they
I
do that
talk
when they're
to him?
happy or upset.
Can you talk to him, Leonard?
I go over and I like start chittering at the chocobo to see if he can understand me.
Yeah, the chocobo can understand you. He's like, "Oh, hey, man, what's up?"
Like, well, it was really cool of you to help out.
No probs, bro. You look like you were in some serious trouble. And, like, she seemed like maybe she could heal you or something. I'm getting a very strong magic vibe from that holy symbol.
Oh yeah, she's like holy woman. It's very nice to have her with me.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Anyway, it was cool that you're harassing that dumbass poacher, but we got him out of here now. You could tell your friends should be safer.
That's cool, bro. Sweet.
Don't go too deep into swamp. You'll see the crystalline turn into a beast.
No, that's cool, man. That's cool. Now I'm just gonna go eat some greens, you know?
All right, relax. Have a good day.
Hashtag legalize it, bro.
All right, bro.
He turns his enormous chocobo body around and then plods his huge chocobo paws across the swamp.
Yeah, and I turn around and I say, well, he's very nice. Alunia, he sensed your holy nature and decided to give you a ride.
Perfect.
He's gone off now to get his lunch.
Did he
And
say
like
what
the
he was-
entire time, Lily is just like making notes about things that, like, some of them are notes for the song about Leonard, and some of them are notes about brown chocobos in general. You know.
And Leonard, he spoke to the chocobo. Virgil, I don't know if you're in the Meow Gamer Chick chat, but they are talking about your mustache. I'm assuming it's not mine. They're talking about someone with an epic stash, and I mean,
Yeah,
it's either
they're
you or
talking
me,
about your
buddy.
epic stash.
As much as I wish it was about me, no, my mustache is at the same level of quality as the beard.
This mustache builds neck muscles, let me tell you.
Build
I carry this thing around all day.
to hold it up like
That mustache has its own fan club.
this.
It actually does.
Yeah, I mean, it actually does.
It's more popular than Virgil is.
It actually is very popular. I mean, because it keeps its damn mouth shut.
Perfect. So, yeah. What happens now? Your chocobo friend walks away. You still got a mission, but you saved the chocobos from poaching for now.
Pretty good.
Now we have to go and cure the corruption. The whole reason I'm over here, the whisperings of my deity, has led me here for a purpose. And I do believe that purpose is to cleanse this crystal from this area.
Well, for help, maybe you can pray to your god for guidance to the area we need to be in.
That's a very good idea. Let me commune with my deity.
Okay. Yeah, you sit down for a little while and you commune with your deity. Fortunately, you've recently suffered a personal victory by punching a guy in the face with the staff. So Aphrodite's just like, hey, what's up? Sweet Bix, bro.
All for you. All for you.
Perfect.
You can help me out a little bit. You know, I'm over here trying to, cleanse this corruption that you led me over here.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling a real South by Southeast thing going on here. Yeah, South by Southeast. Maybe, like, make a festival about it in my honor. You can bring, like, original local music and maybe some like hand painted pictures of me, I feel like it'd be a
In the
really
swamp?
cool festival. Spread the word. South by Southeast.
South by Southeast. You want the festival in the swamp?
No, 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 no. I just, I was thinking while you're heading south by southeast to go find the corruption, just maybe, write some songs about me. Maybe just think of some people you can invite. Call it the South by Southeast Festival.
Perfect idea. Actually, I'm trying to convert Lily to your faith.
Oh, that would be
Maybe I can
great.
see.
She
Maybe I
seems like
can
she's
get
real
you.
chill.
Yeah, no, she's real chill, real chill. Maybe she'll write a ballad about you.
Yeah, she's got a lot of lovers in her past. There's some love going on there.
Like you might be
Something
the one
involving the
too.
bagpipes, I'm really sensing a strong love connection.
Thank you so much for your guidance.
No problem. What spells do you want today?
I think the cure light wounds and the cause fear I've seen to be serving me quite well so far. I think.
All right, perfect. I'm just noting that down on my notebook here so I don't forget. Putting it on a sticky note right there. Just attach it to a cloud real quick.
Thank you very much. I'll continue to speaketh thy name in honor.
All right, Aphrodite, don't wear it out. You hang up your Skype call with Aphrodite, exiting your quiet communion. What are the rest of you doing while our Elunia communes with the goddess?
I'm spending more time with
Jeff.
Jeff.
Yep.
Yeah. Trying to get familiar.
I feel like you're sitting on a log and Jeff's sitting next to you, and you just keep inching closer to him. Jeff just like notices but doesn't do anything and just occasionally licks his paws and like cleans himself.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm enwrapped in this.
Yeah, soon you won't just be able to talk to Jeff, you'll be able to turn into a cougar. Who knows? It could be crazy. Aspen, what's happening with you?
I'm hanging out by Jeff.
All right. Are you
Making
watching
sure he
it?
doesn't-
Are you worried about Jeff or are you worried about Leonard?
I'm worried about Leonard.
All right. Just making sure Jeff doesn't forget he's a friend.
Yeah. He just still smells like chocobo,
I mean, the thing is, if he disappeared from the swamp, no one would care because no one knows where he is. And maybe Jeff senses that.
Yeah.
Lily, what's happening with you? Your ears get a little ringing. You get that feeling that you do when people are talking about you. You don't know why, though.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I think she's like taking a moment to like she pulls out her her chanter, which is basically the mouthpiece for the bagpipes.
That's some science right there.
Yeah, I know how bagpipes work. Okay, basically it's so she can play without it being attached to the bag. It's more like a recorder at that point, but it's the same fingerings. And she's working on a new song about traveling through swamplands with fantastical animals and beautiful ladies.
I'm gonna call back. I played a lot of Final Fantasy XI, and I played a bard when they came out, and I really loved the name Chocobo Marzuka. It didn't do very much. It just made everyone in your party run faster. But the name Chocobo Marzuka always stuck with me. It's like, wow, this is a cool song name.
It is a cool song name, and getting everybody to run faster would be pretty sweet.
Yeah. I had to look up what a Marzuka was. It's like a traditional Eastern European dance type thing, I believe. Man, that game's been out for like a decade now.
Bless you.
That was adorable.
Cotton and Kelsa, everybody. I just want to remind everybody that when I told Cotton she was going to be on the show with Kelsa, she was like, oh my god! And when Kelsa found out that Cotton was going to be on the show, she was like, oh my god! I know. Okay. All right. Your communions end. Jeff seems a little closer to Leonard in a kind of aloof cat-like way. You know cats never really give anybody their love, just a slight bit of their patience.
Not true.
All right. I mean, my cat tries to eat me on a regular basis, and I'm worried I might be murdered by it. You clearly have a very different experience.
Yeah, my cat loves me.
If I died, my cat would fend for itself in the wild,
It would
probably
eat
as
you
the alpha
first.
of whatever cat pack.
It would probably eat you first.
I mean, yes, it would. I didn't think that was a true thing, but then I found out it was, and now I'm super terrified.
Well, just don't die in your house, Bella.
My cat can open doors with
really?
handles. Yeah,
You
she
should.
Jurassic Parks it like Velociraptors.
Oh
She
my
just
God.
she stretches out and then lays her body weight down on it until it opens. Yeah. What's the plan?
Well, guys, I have just got off the line with Aphrodite, and it sounds like that we should be headed southeast from our current position.
I look very
But I
impressed.
shall lead the way.
Okay. As you head deeper into the swamp south by southeast, you eventually come upon a large clearing that is it's turned into a strangely grassy meadow with no trees in it. It's almost like you're in a different place. It's perfectly circular. It's probably about 500 feet across. In the center of this meadow, there is a similar cave-like hole in the ground, being guarded by an enormous blue creature about 30 feet tall, covered with moss on its head, and it has little trees growing out of it, and it's got giant noodle arms that are waving around. It doesn't seem to have seen you yet, but it is just randomly flailing its noodle arms around and shifting its beady eyes to look in the area. You've heard of these creatures, they're gabus.
So I would like to invoke my bardic lore about gabus
Perfect.
because when I first encounter an important creature covered by my bardic lore, this definitely seems like it fits within a bestiary of creatures unusual.
Yes.
I can ask the GM one question about it, and the GM will answer truthfully, and then you might have some questions about how I found out that knowledge.
That's true. Ask me your question. I can tell you no lie.
What is its weakness?
Its weakness is darkness. This is a creature that thrives on sunlight and photosynthesis, and when it is placed in darkness and shade, it grows gradually weaker until it begins withering away.
Okay.
What tale, song, or legend did you hear this from?
I heard a legend about a hero who defeated a Gabu by now, just because I may have missed it in the description, like, is this like a stationary creature thing, or does it have legs?
It has legs and it can move. They're very short and stunted. I will get you a picture.
A picture?
People can ride them actually.
What?
Yeah, they're super big. Oh, nope, that was bad. All right, let's go with something else.
A lot of letters
That
and
was not good at all.
Holy.
Nope, that was a lot of. Okay, I'm not doing so well here. All right.
Oof.
You can scroll up that for a while.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Try number 3. Boom. Nailed it. It only took me 3 tries to achieve basic internet usage.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, okay. Thank you. This helps
Oh,
me.
it's kind of cute.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kelsa only
okay,
sees
I know
it.
what you're talking. Now, can Leonard
What was that?
able to talk to him then, since it's in his native area? As a
Yep.
druid?
Yes. Leonard should be able to talk to it and its beady little eyes and its 3 rows of giant fang teeth.
Yeah, like I think the legend that I heard involved a hero tricking a Gabu into a cave and then like sealing it in to defeat it.
Do you tell us about this?
Yeah, like I think like I see it and I'm like, all right, everyone, you should know. I've heard a legend of these creatures before. I didn't think of it until I actually laid my eyes upon it, but I remember now. There was a great hero, Mustaphalus, and he once fought a Gabu, tricked it, followed him into a cave, closed door. Well, it wasn't a door, he rolled a boulder and shut out the sun. Turns out that these creatures rely on photosynthesis, and without the sunlight, they will wither and die. Alternatively, we could just attack at night.
Can we
Or we
discern-
could leave it alone.
We could skirt the or even see if he wants to fight. See if Leonard could talk to him.
Maybe he just
during
wants a
this
sandwich.
I usually just throw the food and run away.
But have you talked to many gabus?
I like to
Before?
talk to things with flat teeth.
You wanted to talk to Jeff.
Well, Jeff is friendly, spend time with us, at least.
He's used sometimes.
Jeff flicks his massive tail.
Would you be open to trying to talk to him?
Okay, I try.
Alunia, do you push him into the clearing? You're like, boom! Suck it, druid loser!
There. I feel you if necessary. No. I'm more to myself than that.
Yes, so I step out and I say, hello, mighty Gabu, I'm here to say hello.
Hello. And then the earth shakes as it turns like, don't. Who are you?
Well, my name is Leonard. I'm a simple druid from this mire.
Hello, Leonard.
I was wondering, can we walk by you without you eating us?
You can walk anywhere you want to. At some point, I will eventually eat you, or one of my servants will.
You sound super certain. I don't think I'll bother to argue. So I turn and walk back out of the clearing. I'm like, well, friends, he didn't try to kill me. He assured me I would die by his hand or another's. Maybe we go around.
So there's no going around this creature. This is what you have been sent to hunt.
Okay.
The general of evil, the swamp druid Gabu, who's summoning up other creatures to attack the villagers.
He
and
seems
ruin
to
the
have
swamp.
lots of people maybe working for him, going around killing and stuff. Perhaps he makes vomit birds.
Oh. Well,
Well, there is a cave, a hole right behind him, and as the tales foretold by Lily, potentially if we can push him or get him to go into that hole somehow and cover it, that might be an option. Yeah. Do we have any big rocks around?
Yeah, this isn't a very big rocky kind of swamp. You've got lots of clumps of like peaty moss, fungus, mushrooms, but no like large rock-like objects. There are big trees.
Well, Alonia, you seem to scare that other brown chocobo pretty badly. Maybe you could scare him into the cave, make a loud noise and run,
That's what I was thinking.
and
We have to
shoo him in.
Right, but we have to find something to cover it. How deep is the hole deep?
It's hard to tell. I mean, you're 500 feet away.
That's true. Okay.
Maybe we should. All right, then. What we need to do is
Look,
no more than
first,
explore that cave. We don't want to do anything until nightfall, anyway.
until
I agree
nightfall,
with
I will turn into Gopher and go around, sneak around the cave, see what it look like. Maybe there's a place where we can make ceiling fall in. I could dig elaborate series of tunnels to weaken the structure.
That's a fantastic idea, Leonard. That'll be great in the ballad about your exploits. Excited.
No.
Now I want to make it a badger to sound better.
Whatever's going to be most useful, I can make it a badger in the song. All right?
Is there
Badgers are pretty cool.
Is there swamp badgers?
I mean,
Probably.
Yeah, probably. I feel like there'd definitely be swamp beavers for sure.
Yeah.
For some dig.
All right, I'm gonna turn into a tunneling rodent then. And I think I will just go for gopher, small, unassuming gopher. Nobody suspects the gopher.
Perfect. Lexi, I think your volume got auto-adjusted by Zoom again. It dropped a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so first, you're turning into a gopher now, or you're waiting until nightfall and turning into a
No,
gopher?
this is I'm turning into a gopher now to go do recon and maybe do a little setup, and then we'll come back, rest, and in the morning shoot into the cave, because after night it will be at its weakest because it'll have been nighttime.
Okay.
So we want to make sure though that we still get it into the cave before dawn. So like we wait until like an hour before dawn to spring the trap. Then we can get it to go 500 feet over the course of an hour. Gives us a lot of wiggle room while still having it be very weak.
Okay. I believe you need to roll to turn into a badger. That sounds like a thing you must
11.
do. Okay, an 11. That means you are badgery.
Yeah.
Badger. Honey badger.
Yeah, so
a badger with like the same mop of floppy moss.
You gain 2 new moves. One move is called Don't Give a Fuck. And it allows you to just transit any terrain at any speed you need. You literally just don't give a fuck. And the other one is just Raging Bite Attack.
Nice. Super Raging Bite Attack. Okay, so once I have in my form, I'm gonna like scoot out and through the clearing, trying to keep a low profile and not going directly in one direction, but just kind of like wandering here and there, doing little flops around as one would when foraging.
Okay.
If I happen upon a nice crunchy bug, I'll eat it.
I feel like you need to make a Defy Danger roll with intelligence as you're trying to trick this guy into thinking you're a real badger. That's just about badger business.
Oh, so close. 9. Okay.
9.
I'm just badgering about. Just badgering about.
Oh, badger. Well, here's the deal. In your badger form, you see a mushroom. And you start moving towards it, and there's a viper there. You've got a choice. You can either badger fight that snake, which would be totally legitimate for a honey badger to do, or if you're afraid you might get stung and die of horrible poisons, you can run away, but it's going to be super obvious to the Gabu that you're not a real badger, because a real badger would fight that thing. Mushroom. Welcome to the early 2000s.
I think that normally, if I'm just like in my regular shape and there's like a viper and I'm like, oh shit, get out, be careful, get out of here. But now I'm like badgered and I'm like, no, this is my one chance to really have a go at one of these damn snakes on this damn swamp.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep making references. All right, good. These motherfucking snakes out of this motherfucking swamp. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and use my first badger move. Do I have hold 3?
You have hold 3.
Okay, so I'll use my first badger move, ripping claw attack of extreme exploding pain and suffering.
I mean, I would agree with every word involved there except exploding. I don't think that's something one normally applies to a badger attack.
Okay, yeah, maybe I'll remove the tag. So that's just a straight strength attack,
Yep.
yeah?
Talk shit, roll crits.
Nope.
All right. I mean, talk shit, get critted on. Didn't happen to you. Didn't.
Trade blows, yeah?
Yep, you trade blows. So this snake has a damage rating of D6.
Okay, so here I'm going to roll my damage against him.
Yep.
4.
All right.
And then here I'll roll his damage against me.
Yes. That snake bites into your furry little badger belly, and you feel like a squirting injection of toxic green poison. And the venom starts to go through your veins, but you're a honey badger, so you literally don't give a fuck. Tell me how you destroy this snake with your badger attack.
Yeah, I like it's like twirling around me, and I'm trying to like get purchase on it, and then finally I just like step on its tail, pull up its neck, and just rake the whole thing down.
Yep, that's pretty legitimate badger. All badgers have that kind of fighting style.
Can't fight them when they're all twisted up. It's too confusing. Yeah, so then I'm gonna like grab the corpse like in my mouth and like kind of trot off towards the cave as if like
Yeah, honey badger don't give a fuck. Exactly.
dragging it to the cave to go take it in the cave and eat it.
Would you like to use your honey badger don't give a fuck move to just bypass the Skabu with it, and he'll just be like, "Well, that's normal."
Yeah.
Yeah. You get down into that
"Ah."
cave. Inside the cave, there are pulsating white eggs. They're roughly human-sized, shaped like a chicken egg. There are big purple veins on the side of it, and there are about 20 of them down here. It looks like something has made a nest. And there are lots of dry, shattered egg remains that have composed this nest.
Yeah. Okay.
You also see it's a little unusual. Why don't you make a discern realities if you're checking it? Well, all right.
Yeah.
I'm stepping too quickly.
Yeah,
Do you want to look closer?
So it's just like huge eggy things.
Yep. Very big.
And some of them are cracked and completely broken.
None of the current ones are cracked and broken. There are shattered remains of eggs that make up like the floor. Like someone has intentionally smashed the eggs and turned them into like a white, powdery, crunchy floor setting.
Okay, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab one of these things.
I mean, they're very big.
Drop the snake and grab a piece of the things
Oh,
that's
okay.
on the floor.
Yep. Yeah.
And, like,
you
stick
grab
it in
like
my
a shell.
teeth.
Yep.
I'll use my last DGAF move to just don't give a fuck past the guy again, and then when I get across the clearing, I like morph back into a person and like spit the thing out.
I love you still had it in your mouth when you transform. Classic.
And then I'm like,
Classic.
well, it's not an empty cave. Huge eggs are in there, and they're weird looking. This is the shell. Any of you know what it is? And I'll just like pass it around. Maybe I'll just like break it into a couple pieces and hand everyone a piece.
Do I to know what this is? Do
Spout lore, or you can do the weird monstrous creature thing.
I don't think it would count for the monstrous creature thing because
it'll count.
Okay. I like weird monstrous creature thing. Let's do that.
It's a unusual, important item covered by your bardic lore. Ask me a question.
I mean, yeah, like, what are inside these eggs?
Excellent question. The answer is that the inside of the egg contents change depending on what the Gabu wants it to be. These eggs are like blank slates, and he like summons creatures into them, creatures empowered by the dark evil crystal, the DEC. And as nightfall comes, he like breaks them open and pulls the creature out. So he pulls out swamp creatures, like evil alligators or evil boars or evil snakes.
And vomit crows.
Yes.
It happens at nightfall?
Yes, it happens when the sun goes down. He lets them out. He rests in the cave. You can like see that his like, there's like little pieces of Gabu moss on it, and then lays new eggs the next morning.
So,
I have a question for you.
Oh yeah.
Where have you heard of this horrifying process of evil?
So it was part of a like children's rhyme about gabu gabu late at night. leaves your eggs and gives such a fright. I just didn't put it all together until I actually saw the egg.
You can tell from like the curvature of the shell that it's just had to be like enormous.
You do that meme thing that I keep seeing on Twitter where you look at it and it's your face, and then it's like, here's a triangle, and then it's like, here's the cosine of it, and then here's a
Yeah.
shit ton of mathematical formula.
Right. Exactly. It's just like that.
You check the egg on your scouter's power level.
Mm-hmm.
It's significantly well under 9,000.
Mm-hmm. So I guess I'll say I think if we push it towards, I think it'll go towards this cave on its own at night, but we'll have to face whatever attaches before we'll be able to trap it in there. Perhaps putting it a different direction might be a better option.
Could we even wait until nightfall or when it goes in to sleep to cross the clearing and then figure this out?
It's just getting dark right now, right?
You've got a couple minutes, but yeah, it'll happen soon.
Or the second thing we could do is trap itself and everything else within the cave. If we can find something large enough and heavy enough to keep these things inside.
Do I think that they could burrow out easy? From, like, the bottom of the cave?
If it was a specific creature, like maybe a badger of some kind might be able to do it, but that certainly wouldn't be able to burrow out like a alligator or a boar.
Okay.
And the gabu can't burrow. It's got tiny noodle arms and legs.
Okay, so this thing is on the edge of the clearing. Are there some trees as well on the around?
There are trees along the edge of the clearing, but to be clear, the clearing is definitely perfectly flat, perfectly meadowish, and there's nothing in there except the cave in the direct center and the gabu. We haven't heard from you in a little while. What are you thinking, Cotton? Coming up with a plan to murder everybody?
I was thinking about that. All right, okay. Maybe we can get it to follow us to that other cave, the square in the ground we first found. But I don't know how to get it to follow us there.
Maybe we steal one of its eggs.
How big are the eggs?
So big.
Are you gonna go steal one of the eggs?
I don't know. Maybe if I was a different animal, something big. Not much big leaves in this swamp, though.
Can you turn into a gabu?
I don't think that would help that much, though. How big is the gabu?
Gabus are 30 feet tall.
Yeah.
But he's not like a good digger. I need what I need to turn into is a bulldozer. And those don't live in the swamp.
What is a bulldozer?
From the mountains. Don't live in swamp.
Nailed it, Cotton. So good in character. Sorry, what was that?
Could we extract an egg while it's sleeping?
Now, just for my clarification, from the story that I remembered,
they hatch at night as it lays down to sleep, and it lays new ones in the morning.
That was what I thought.
Yep.
So do all the eggs hatch at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well.
So we have to do it during the day.
I have a new plan. We kill this thing, get rid of source of evil, like we're supposed to, and the evil eventually dries up. We don't have to deal with all of it. I mean, those things die as natural.
Perhaps you could smash those eggs before the sun falls.
You think we distract it, try to fight it, run in, smash eggs before then, and then finish it off, or?
Well,
perhaps we could sneak around it,
or you could.
Maybe we can sneak in the cave and smash the eggs, and then attack it at night.
Or have someone distracted.
Oh, I like that idea. Like we sneak into the cave and we wait for it to go in, and like we smash the eggs, and then when it goes to sleep, we like attack it in the middle of the night, like hide from it in its own cave.
I'm okay with this plan. It's good.
How do we get in the cave?
You have to time it just right.
I mean, isn't it like quite a ways away? Do you think we
Yeah.
could circle around? Can I look for a way to circle around?
Yes. I mean, as mentioned, it's 500 feet in any direction to get to the cave, because it's all perfectly flat, so you can just walk all the way around to the other side.
All right.
But
Around the outside.
it would see us, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to think. Is there any way to get there through cover, like around?
I could try to make distraction so you could get through.
Then how will you get through?
Come
I'll
back
have
here.
to wait for your attack in the morning to come in from behind.
Or
Yes.
we could turn into the badger again, right?
It is
Or
not
some-
easy, but could try.
Hmm.
Okay, so do I know, Arthur, what the Gabus like to eat, their favorite food?
Spout some lore at me, buddy.
Don't get eaten.
Talk shit, roll crits. Nope. This is like Wreckage saying Luckamancer. When I say talk shit, roll crits, you just roll poorly. It's perfect. I'm never gonna not say it around you now.
Thanks, Arthur. Yeah, so
Yeah, you're thinking about what Gabus like to eat, and that's when the thing that Gabus like to eat rises up from behind you. We got a picture of like the party like standing around, and Leonard's like, "Wait, I remember they like to eat," and then we like see this enormous, massive plant tentacles behind you as like a big, shaggy Marlboro comes up. It's a giant green plant that's just a huge mouth that emits gaseous cloud of noxious fumes and has like weird tentacle arms. And it roars from behind you like "Rah!" And you're all like, "Oh shit, that's a Marlboro. I've heard of
I'm like,
those."
oh look, here he is now.
And the battle music starts playing, and you all enter your idle animations where you're like dun 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 dun. What's happening here? Do you fight or flee? Tell me what you do.
I think flee.
I think this is a really good chance for us to try to get past it.
Yeah, I flee like round the outside.
Yeah.
And
Split off 2 and
God,
2.
you know what?
Who's going with you then?
I'll yell at it in its common tongue. I'll be like, "You're a big stupid plant that can't catch me to eat me."
No, it's you who are stupid. And immediately it begins its giant tentacle arms across the ground, and it's moving way faster than you would think is possible. It begins breathing out heavily, and like purplish gas is coming out, and it's streaking behind it right now because it's not like directing it towards you in a cloud. But when it gets close, it's going to breathe on you, and you'll probably die a horrible, agonizing death. Or you'll get locked down with dots, and you'll just be like, "Oh, this is so frustrating! Paralyze!"
If we were going off 2 and 2, I choose not to go with Leonard.
I'll be surprised if anyone goes in that direction.
I was going to say, I feel like I have to go with Leonard. Because how am I supposed to write an epic about ballad?
Well,
about
you can get a really good view that I'm like angling towards the middle of the place now to try to kite this guy into the field.
So yeah, if you're gonna cut across, then I'm just gonna go around. But like,
Here you go, links for everybody.
overall, I think I would be going.
Yeah, I'm like angling this thing in.
Yeah. Who was
Torch.
going with you? It's
I think nobody.
Oh, you're splitting in one direction. All right. Rest of the party. Leonard is leading the Marlboro away from you. What are you doing?
Does the Gabu seem to see them yet?
The Gabu hasn't reacted yet, but you do know that Gabus eat Marlboros. So if it sees it, it's probably going to start a fight.
I'm gonna start heading over, like going around, just try and sneak into the cave once it's distracted.
Okay.
Likewise.
You're like in a ready position right at the vegetation line, and you're like, as soon as that dude's out.
Yeah, I'm like maneuvering it the Marlboro north, and they're like cutting around south, so that like it'll have to. Yeah.
I need you to make a defy danger roll with Dex to see if you can outrun the Marlboro before the Gabu notices.
7.
All right. So here's the deal, buddy.
I'm gonna fight with the Gabu and Marlboro.
You have a choice here. You can attract the Gabu's attention early, but in doing so, you're gonna have to stop and be like, "Hey, Gabu!" You're gonna have to be like, act as big as possible and do this like it's not something you do while standing still. Or you can keep running and hope the Gabu notices. If you do the first one, the Marlboro hits you. The second one, you haven't quite attracted his attention yet, but you're also not being eaten by a giant plant monster.
I'll take the damage. Like I'll skid to a stop and like you're like, hey, big thing, look, I brought your dinner, and then I'll like try to like jump away from the big stinking mess as it slams into me.
Excellent.
What is the radius of my heal?
I think you have to be
Touch?
touching. Yeah, you're gonna have to run up to him. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Don't waste the distraction.
I can heal from a distance, but I'm really loud and bagpipe loud.
So
worries, I can take it, guys.
Here's what happens: the Gabu slaps you in the chest. I'm sorry, the Marlboro slaps you in the chest with one of its tentacle arms. You fly back and hit a tree, and you're like, ugh. And you're like, oh, that wasn't so bad. And then it breathes in your face with giant purple smoky haze. Take a d6 of damage. It ignores armor. And you realize that if you get hit with something like this again, you're gonna take the sick condition. What do you do now? The Gabu has seen it and it's like, raw. The rest of you just hear, raw. But Leonard, you hear like, tasty snack. Bum,
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Okay, I panic and I turn into a small wood rat.
Perfect. Nailed it. Is his name Spoon? Is it Pickle? Tell me the name of your rat. Who's your rat?
His name is Leonard.
Yeah, my name is Leonard.
I mean,
when I'm a rat, they call me Lenny.
Listen, no. I know. I've watched Being Human. I know how this works. You have to name your wolf.
Okay.
Fido.
My rat's name is Percy. Okay, here goes.
Roll that shizzle. What?
Nice.
Man, you are terrible at rolling anything except being animals.
I mean, that's appropriate for a druid.
Good. Yeah.
Talk shit, roll crits.
Yeah.
Let's see here what kind of powers a rat might have. I feel like he has escape into the ground, and he also has move extremely slowly over long distances because he's very small. Those are the 2 moves you've gained.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll hit up one of those and burrow into the ground.
All right, yeah, you dig your way down.
Up.
It's like Attack of the Titans as the tentacles of the Marlboro collide with the giant bulk of the Gabu. The Gabu doesn't fight by like punching or kicking; it just falls on the Marlboro, and the Marlboro's like no. And while they're fighting, team everyone that's not Leonard, what's happening with you?
Running into the cave.
Well,
Running into the cave.
Who is running first?
I was wanting to we could obviously he's getting dots right from the Marlboro. Would this now not be a good time to double team the Gabu?
No, we want to wait till after dark.
Oh, fight it with the Marlboro?
You want to shank it while it's down.
Shank it while it's down.
Interesting
Because
tactic.
it's now undercover, right? Because it's in the tree line.
Oh, you're right. It does have to go into the trees to fight the Marlboro.
Oh.
So we can cut off its way back into the clearing and use, so we can be in between. The Marlboro will be, obviously is against the tree, and it will be in between the clearing and the Gabu.
This is a first-time D&D player right here. He's just like, listen, I got a fucking strat up in this shit. I know how to
That's the
fight
straight
this
up strat.
boss.
I play a lot of strategy games as a kid.
Awesome.
I say you guys roll with that. That's sick.
Let's do it.
All right.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You start
Yeah.
charging towards the center of the clearing, and Illunia just quickly outlines this tactical plan in like a V. It's like Mighty Ducks V-shaped squadron. You just
Flying
The
V.
flying
shift,
bee.
and all three of you approach the Gabu at high speed. Who's going first in the
I'll go in first since
Okay.
I have
I mean,
the tankiness.
I kind of want to like give you a bonus, but I also don't want to draw attention by singing a song. So I will let you go first.
It's
and I'll hang
super loud right now. The Gabu's like, "Roar," and the Marlboro is, you know, breathing its
all right.
hideous
All right. Then
breath.
we hear just in the background. We just hear me going as I'm filling my bag.
All right.
And I'm going like,
Play that fucking music, white boy. Hit us with your arcane art. I mean, you know the consequence is going to be you draw unwanted attention, right? I mean,
yeah,
it's
magic
just a thing.
users
It's just a
and
thing.
spell users get wrecked.
I mean, that's what the defend command is for. We rolling, Kelsa?
Yeah. Sorry, I
Let's
was
do
just
it.
trying to think of what I wanted to actually do with it. And so I wanted to decide that before I rolled.
Okay.
Important. I think it is gonna be hold on a second here.
I want to just say,
So
by the way,
we're attacking in formation, right?
yes.
So who is taking point on dealing damage to this guy? Is it you? Okay. Then I want to give you the help a helper bonus. That way the next time someone successfully assists you, then you get +2 to your roll. That way Cotton can come in with the assist and we can just wreck it out the gate.
Ooh.
That's my plan. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
All right, you get the self effect, and there's no negative side effect.
Perfect.
So I guess I'm charging in now, getting ready to attack it with my staff. Right.
Let's roll that.
Roll the
Tell me
staff
how
up.
it happens, and then let's roll it.
Now wait, Aspen, were you going to help?
Well, she can also jump in with a help after a description, right? Oh, while she's doing it, I'm going to do this to help, right?
That's true.
I think.
Can I just assist with cover fire?
Yeah. If you want to be the pew pew, roll plus bonds with Illunia.
So I just do the roll d6.
No, I'm sorry.
wait.
Cotton's rolling first to see her bonds with you.
What I roll for that? Just
Do you have any bonds with her?
No.
All right, then you just roll 2d6.
Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to draw a little map of what's going on here, but I think it looks like garbage. Just assume it's interpretational abstract art.
Okay.
These are the three of you are in the meadow, rapidly approaching the edge of the meadow. The Marlboro is fighting the giant purple-eyed Gabu. And I guess we need a little mousy figure to represent our good mouse friend. So he's over here. Oh no, I'm a mouse. You can tell because I have a tail.
Thank you, Alta.
Perfect. Unfortunately, Aspen,
beautiful.
you do not aid your friend. In fact, some bad things happen. You're approaching. You think everything's fine. Everything's looking great. Everything's great. And then, what? No! The Marlboro turns toward our friendly little ranger, and huge cloud of purple smoke heads toward you. Roll a d6 for how much dank damage you take.
The dankest damage from the.
It also ignores armor. You take 4 points of damage, armor ignoring, and if you get hit with this again, you're gonna get sick. All right, it's all down to you, Illunia. You're rapidly approaching with the Gabu. You've got him from behind. You've got some magical aid from your friends.
Sorry, I'm about to shove the staff up.
Doesn't actually have a butt. Doesn't have a butt. Just
It has
giant.
plenty of eyes or something. Right?
Got a giant rectangular exterior.
About to smash his giant rectangular exterior.
Punch!
Like, where's this thing's ass? I'm about to kick it.
Okay.
Bump, bump,
no.
bump, so you run up. It's looking so epic. That spell song is with you. You poke it in the butt with your stick, and it doesn't do anything. Its armored butt is just way too hardcore for you. The Gabu falling back, literally falling back, not like stepping backwards. It literally falls back on top of you. Roll a d10, and your staff is broken in half in the process. You take 1 point of damage. Yeah, you quickly roll out of the way before it lands on you, and the ground shakes, and the water pools in the swamp like all Jurassic Park. Like,
so my staff is still okay then, right?
No, the staff, like, you had to abandon the staff as you rolled sideways, and it shatters in half.
I still have my relic.
All right,
Okay.
team, what's happening?
I am going to expend both of my uses to turn back into a human druid.
Perfect.
Excellent. And then I'm going to defend Aspen.
Okay,
Thank you.
roll your defense skill.
Wait, is that just strength or is it?
I think it's
balls?
con,
It's con.
actually.
Oh, it's
It's
con.
con.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Everybody enters their idle animation when he goes through the menu. He put defend all the way at the bottom. Never thought he'd have to use it. He's scrolling through like multi-attack, 4 times attack, summon knights of the round. Yeah. All right, cool. You got a partial hit there on that. You hold 1. So long as you remain in defense of Aspen, you can interrupt attacks coming at her and use one of those options.
Great.
All right, Aspen, Jeff is looking at you, and he's like, "Row."
Can I tell what he wants? Or?
Yeah, he wants to know if he can start killing.
Oh yeah, I'll just be like, kill. Go
All
for
right,
it.
you attack in concert with Jeff. So what do you want to do?
I want to start shooting the big guy, the Gabu.
All right, even though you're currently being attacked by the Marlboro,
I am defending.
Telltale Games style, 2 choices. Do you
So-
go on the attack or the
so
defense?
also- Yeah. Also, if you take the attack, since I'm on the defense, I can redirect an attack to me. I can half the attack's damage, which is pretty good. So if you really want to do the thing and take the attack,
Do the
you'll
thing.
you'll probably get a defy danger roll first. So it's pretty good options here.
Scenario, I can cause fear to save someone from one of the beasties.
Okay, so we're after the Gabu, so I'm gonna attack the Gabu. and hope
Excellent.
that-
All right.
Yeah.
When you attack the same target, you add its ferocity rating to your damage. So make a hack and slash, and let's do this thing.
Do I roll with my dex since I have my bow?
You're rolling with your. Are you shooting with your bow?
Yeah.
Yes. Bum, bum,
Well.
ba-dum, bum. Yeah. So, what happens is the gup's getting back up. Your bow, ping, ping, ping. The arrows don't even stick in them. They just like sink in like a moss and then fall out. It's really sad. Jeff is approaching, and as Jeff gets near, the Gabu you can see it happening.
Oh no!
Leonard, he's putting his like paw down, and then the Gabu's putting his hand down on top of the paw and is about to like break his whole leg in the process.
Can I intervene?
Yes,
with,
you can try to defend Jeff.
defend Jeff because that's one of my
It is.
bonds
It's your
with
bond.
Jeff.
If you roll plus con, you can roll to defend Jeff.
Yes.
Let's do it. And I think you're pretty good at this. Nope. You're not very good at this. This is a big failure for you, and this is in a bad way. Yeah. You rush forward to defend Jeff, but you don't have any weapon, and the Gabu, and Jeff's like, no! And everyone stops fighting for a second in the anguished cry of pain as Jeff's leg snaps. The Gabu continues to stand up and then just kicks Jeff away.
And then, sounding surprisingly similar to a cat screaming with a broken leg,
Bagpipes.
Lily playing her bagpipes to heal Jeff.
All right. Yeah, Jeff is lying on his side. He's breathing really shallowly.
Yeah, I wanna heal him. I want to give him.
I feel like the team is concentrating so much on Jeff.
We love Jeff.
My pieces of my staff.
8
Can
partial.
I do a
Eight
two-handed
is a partial
or
success.
dual wielding my two staff halves?
You know what? Sure. You've got 2 staff halves, and you're just like, all right, this is happening.
Let's do this.
Thank you for the host, Caitlin. Perfect. Welcome, Canadians and StarCraft viewers. All right. Yes. You have a partial success here. What do you want to do as a result? I think either you choose or I choose, right?
I'm pretty sure you choose.
7 to 9, the spell still works, but you draw unwanted attention or your magic reverberates. Yes.
GM's choice.
What's happening is your magic begins healing Jeff, and at the same time, the Gabu's wounds are being healed up as well.
No.
And the Gabu just is like, "Rah!" and waves his giant tendrily noodle arms around and turns to begin stomping towards the group, leaving the Marlboro behind it to just look at Aspen.
I think now is a good time to cast Fear.
Okay, who are you casting Fear on?
I want to cast Fear on the approaching Gabu. I feel like it's time to reset the situation.
Reset the threat?
Yes, reset it, for better conditions than they currently are.
Perfect. Roll some whiz.
7.
Your little lights start going up. Beep. All right, you're going to get some backlash on the goddess level. Let's see what God has to say about this. Cast a spell. You get to choose what happens to you. Do you draw unwelcome attention? Do you distance yourself from your deity, making casting harder? Or do you lose the spell as your deity revokes it?
For the day.
For the day. Like, you won't be able to get it back until you commune with her again.
Well, it's nighttime, right?
Yes.
So the day's over. The Gabu is running away.
I mean, you assume it's running away, but cause fear, it can choose to do several different options.
Well, since I am the tank, and it sounds like we might need that spell again, I'll go with unwanted attention.
Perfect. All right. The Marlboro shifts its head as it sees you like casting cause fear, and it just starts moving its plant arms towards you. I need you to defy danger for real. The Gabu, when it has cause fear cast on it, it has 4 options. It can flee, which it doesn't do. It can also panic. It doesn't do that. It can beg, which is what the Chocobo did, or it can fight. And the Marlboro and the Gabu are about to just lay down giant titanic plant thunder down upon you.
Oh, jeez.
How are you escaping the horrible, tenderly plant arms of these 2 giant creatures?
I started running towards the cave.
All right. Roll plus dex.
Oh, I'm not good with dex. 9.
All right. I have good news and bad news. The good news is that you don't immediately get hit. The bad news is you have a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. Here's the deal. If you just do like a video game slide, you can slide under Jeff and let him take the hit for you. Or you can run around Jeff and you will be the one who gets hit.
It's a little different than in a video game, huh? Because in a video game, you just like, Jeff's taking that hit.
Well, how much? Jeff's at full HP again, right?
Yeah, Jeff's back at full HP.
I'm gonna go underneath Jeff.
All right, you slide under Jeff, and as you do, the like tendril whip of the Marlboro and the giant meaty fist of the tiny noodly armed Gabu slam into Jeff, and he goes whoop, and slides away. But you make it to the cave, and both of the giant creatures are still following you. Dum 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 dum.
Towards cave. I'm not in the cave, right?
You're not in the cave yet. They're just coming this way. What about the rest of you, team?
I call shot the Marlboro's leg or the Gabu's leg.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Nice.
I feel like you go into bullet time as you make it, and there's like red weak point spots that you're aiming at, and you're like, do I do the head? No, aim down. Perfect. All right. So, Ranger, called shot. What did you get? You have a 6. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let's see here. You get a bonus when you do that with your animal?
I'm not sure.
I don't think called shot works. I think,
yeah, it's only if you're dealing damage.
Yeah. Yeah, other animals do different things, though.
Yeah. So, bad news. Your arrow sails past it and goes down into the cave. And that's when you notice that a alligator comes waddling out with an arrow stuck in it. And then a dozen more creatures like a giant tarantula and a snake and a boar all come pouring out as the last glimmers of sunlight escape when the sun goes below the horizon line. And I feel like, if you guys want to, this is a great place to end the session tonight.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Perfect.
If we wanted to play again, I'd be fine with that, too. That was fun.
Cliffhanger,
Yeah,
that one.
Because there's a lot of shit going on right now. It's almost nighttime. All these things are about to spawn.
I mean, that's what's happening right now. Is
It did
spawning.
spawn.
Yep.
In chat.
The spawn
In
is real.
spirit. Damn hunters pulling extra balls.
Oh, man. Oh, we got to make a lot of MMO references tonight. It was really good.
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of the game, we make a final move that's called End of Session. You can look over your bonds. Do you feel any of your bonds have been resolved? That is, you've completely explored your relationship with that character and you don't care anymore. The bond is no longer relevant. Whatever was there has changed. Or just some other way, you're like, we don't feel that way anymore. I'm just not that into you.
I'm going to say that about Jeff because I dodged out of the way.
All right. Your relationship with Jeff is done. Break the bond. You get an extra experience point. Anybody else have a bond that they need to break?
I kind of feel like I remember Aspen. I'll make sure she's on the right path. Still is applying.
Okay.
Bards like Lily or Silly, their stories aren't tools. I don't think applies anymore. Because they have been used as like tools, and I've seen them.
Yeah, they are tools. You were wrong.
All right. Bond broken. Take an experience.
Oh, I haven't even been marking XP.
I know, it would matter more if we were playing multiple sessions. But it's good to know that you aim for something. Kelsa, you got any bonds you want to break?
I don't think so. I mean, my history with Aspen still stands. Illunia still does not trust me. I think we're gonna both, like, if we continue this, we'd both break that bond at the same time, where she converts me and then I regain her trust. But or she gives up on converting me. I don't know, one of those two things. And I still want to write a ballad about Leonard and all of his amazing animals that he turns into, but it's not finished yet. When I sing that at the tavern when we get back to town.
I mean, that's a little presumptuous. The fact that you're going to live or get back to
town.
town.
I mean, you know.
Remember when you just had to defeat poachers in the woods? Good times.
I might be able to literally weasel my way out of it, but I don't know about you guys.
And so they were never heard from again, except for Leonard, who continued to live in the swamp, never went on an adventure again.
I mean, everybody's fighting a laundry, we could just leave.
Oh, really? My God.
Wow.
Um,
I mean, that sounds right.
That sounds like the good idea.
Perfect.
So yeah,
Aspen.
Lexi, a thing that we didn't really do is that when you fail, you get an experience point, which is great because then you're like, you fail a bunch of times, you get XP, then you get better, so you fail less. It's a pretty good little system.
Don't kidding.
Yep. Cat cam all day. Did you know there's a website called instantrapairhorn.com?
It's very important.
My cat didn't make a showing all show. Oh, well.
My cat
let's
hasn't
see.
killed me yet, so that's nice.
My cat left.
I saw your
First
cat.
time in months.
My cat was like, I think Mama's. Oh, she's over there.
Aspen, I'm sorry. Did you have a bond you were breaking?
No, I still want to be friends with Leonard.
Perfect. All right.
And Lily still owes me.
I'm gonna say phrases, and you tell me whether you think that you did this phrase or not. Help someone or something grow. That was someone's alignment. Yep.
I think that was me.
Yep.
No.
No. Our bard, did you spur others to significant and unplanned decisive action?
Yes, I did.
Can you elucidate the situation from which this consideration?
Yes. I would like to take credit for the rest of the team going full aggro and shooting arrows at that poacher.
Perfect. Mark experience.
Thank you.
Aspen, did you help an animal or spirit of the wild?
Does helping that chocobo count?
Yes, it does. Take an experience point. Elunia, did you endanger yourself to heal another?
Not to heal, I guess.
I mean, you did. You went to help Jeff, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, was that the bard? Would the bard heal?
Yeah,
Jeff?
I helped Jeff.
No,
She
no.
healed.
In fact, you let Jeff
I
get
healed.
hit in the face.
Well, that was
you
the
had to
second
ride a
time.
wild chocobo to go
Yeah.
heal me.
All right, I'll take that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you get an experience point for living on the edge. I mean, it's like that Top Gun song. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We
Tell me
learned
what.
all about the swamp and the brown chocobos and the crystals, the
Mhm.
And the Gabu
DECs.
That's what goblins.
We learned about the huge underground association of poachers.
That's true. I mean, I guess you could say those DECs have been real dicks.
Dex.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
No. I mean, maybe. I don't really think that.
I would say the poacher,
Yeah, he's notable. Okay.
Samuel.
Take it.
Did
I
we
mean, he
loot
has
a
a
memorable?
name that makes him important, right?
Yeah, he's a named enemy. When you were okay, so that's the thing. As you know, if an enemy has a name, he's probably pretty important. If he has a last name, that means he's a main character.
Right.
That's how it works in Final Fantasy XIV as well.
There's only one person on the field that has a different sprite. Be careful of that person.
Yeah, they're the boss. Did we loot a memorable treasure?
No, I didn't get any.
Okay, everybody gets 2 more experience points. Welcome to the end of session. Thank you for joining us, players, audience. We're going to talk about who we are. Perhaps at the beginning of the session, you heard who we are and you were like, I don't know these people. I haven't seen them play a role-playing game. But now you have. I strongly suggest that you go to the Twitter links beneath their names and follow them and then watch them on YouTube and Twitch. Let's find out who these people are. Cotton, who are you? And if your answer is nobody, you're wrong.
I'm Cotton.
Where can people find you and what do you do, Cotton?
I have a Twitter and I draw fan art for your show.
Fantastic. Not just for my show, though, but I do appreciate that.
It's mainly for your show.
All right, I'll take that. That is true. Virgil, who are you? Where can people find you and what do you do?
Hey everybody, I'm Virgil, also known as Zircon5 on the internets. I do a lot of online roleplay. Hope to be doing a little bit more even soon, so you should definitely go over to twitch.tv/Zircon5 and hit a follow, because I'm always hosting whatever channel I'm role playing on. So you'll get to see new cool role play channels. Dabble here and there, find what you like. Also, I'm a musician. I have a bunch of music up on my SoundCloud, which is also /Zircon5. Tons of stuff up there that's Creative Commons, so anyone can use it in any projects that they're doing, and a free download. Just go click, free download, use it all you want. Enjoy.
Kelsa, who are you? Where can people find you? And what do you do?
I'm Kelsa. I can be found at twitter.com/Kelsa or twitch.tv/KelsaDelphi, KelsaDelphi, for those of you who need it spelled out. And I play role-playing games on the internet. Occasionally, I stream myself playing Overwatch and cussing a lot, but I haven't done that much recently because I've been streaming so many role-playing games. That number is about to fluctuate greatly coming into the new year. So I'm very excited for how that's going to change. So
Perfect. Lexi, you are unusually good for a first-time tabletop role player.
Arigato.
I thought you would be. I saw you playing Overwatch, and I was like, this person seems like they're good at Overwatch. And then I looked down at your Twitch profile, and I was like, artist, Final Fantasy XIV player. Seems like someone who might play tabletop. Perfect. Well, let's talk about who you are, where people can find you, and what you do.
Yes. Hi, I am Lexi on Twitch and Twitter, Meow Gamer Chick. What Lexi will do, Meow Gamer Chick's a mouthful. As well, you can, as stated, find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Meow Gamer Chick. And as Arthur said, I do draw Final Fantasy XIV, Overwatch, League of Legends, and of course, this was my first tabletop experience, role-playing experience. Had a lot of fun. And what do I do? Oh yeah, well I stream obviously, and I go to school full time, taking science classes.
I'm Arthur Perkins. This is APGamingREAL. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead. I would normally say in the bottom left-hand corner, but I think it's in the upper right-hand corner now. Go ahead and hit that follow button on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, hit subscribe. Maybe hit the like button. I don't know. Do what you want.
So they move the buttons.
Yeah, they move the buttons all the time. I'm a tabletop role-playing game GM, streamer. I run like 4 to 5 shows a week. I do all sorts of gaming that I put on YouTube. I got about 2,500 hours of tabletop role-playing game content on YouTube in 30 different systems. So if you are interested in seeing any and all of that, check me out.
Plenty of the mustache in there, too.
Yeah, Virgil's in a lot. Kelsa's in a lot. Cotton is in a bunch of one-shots. What was the name of the Amazon you played on the wrestling show?
Kaya.
Yeah, that's right. We're out. Have a good night. Enjoy yourselves. Or not. I'm not in charge. Do whatever you want.